Millions of Americans could soon see a major boost to their finances, as stimulus checks worth up to $2,400 may be on the way. This is a significant development, and it has been making headlines recently, especially after President Trump spoke about it. According to him, there is a huge amount of money coming in for Americans through rebate checks, and the numbers are expected to be tremendous. Essentially, this means that millions of Americans might receive direct financial relief, similar to what happened during the COVID-19 stimulus payments, but this time, the checks are tied to tariff rebates. For many people, this is a long-awaited opportunity to get some help, especially after facing rising costs and inflation that have stretched household budgets to the limit. The federal payments are only part of the story. Several states are stepping up as well, sending out their own inflation stimulus payments in 2025. These payments vary widely from as little as $500 to as much as $2,000, depending on the state, household income, and family size. The goal is simple. Give families some relief during a time when everyday expenses, from groceries to utilities, are higher than ever. For millions of Americans, this could mean a significant difference in their monthly budget, whether it's covering bills, buying essentials, or simply providing peace of mind. The big question on everyone's mind is whether they are actually eligible to receive these payments. And the answer is that eligibility varies by state and income level, but many people do qualify. Let's start with the federal update. Recently, President Trump spoke to reporters and cabinet members about the possibility of these $2,400 payments. He highlighted that the United States has a large amount of money coming in from tariff revenue and other sources, and the plan is to use part of that money to provide direct financial support to American families. He described the idea as a dividend to the people, giving back to those who have paid taxes and contributed to the economy while dealing with the effects of poor leadership in the past. The president emphasized that this is about fairness, making sure that hardworking Americans get a portion of the wealth that has been collected through government policies and international trade measures. Following this announcement, a legislative proposal called the American Worker Rebate Act was introduced by Republican Josh Hawley. Under this plan, qualifying adults and their dependent children could receive a rebate of at least $600 per person. For a family of four, that could mean a total payment of $2,400. Hawley explained that this approach is fair because it distributes funds collected from tariffs placed on nearly every country around the world back to the people who earned it. The goal is not only to provide immediate financial relief, but also to stimulate local economies by putting money directly into the hands of working Americans. According to Hawley, this is a way for the government to recognize the hard work of the American people, while also making use of funds that were already collected through trade policies. However, it's important to note that there is some opposition to this plan. Even within the Republican Party, there are lawmakers who have raised concerns about adding new payments when the national debt is at $37 trillion. Critics argue that while rebate checks are helpful, the federal government must also be mindful of the long-term financial implications. Despite this, supporters of the American Worker Rebate Act argue that using tariff revenue to help Americans in need is both responsible and necessary, especially as many families continue to face economic challenges and uncertainty. Now let's turn our attention to the states. Many states are taking proactive measures to provide their own financial relief, often through what they call inflation payments, or rebates. These payments may not be labeled as stimulus checks, but the effect is very similar. California, for instance, has announced that residents will receive credits ranging from $35 to $259 to help offset electricity costs. Governor Gavin Newsom shared that these payments are part of bipartisan legislation designed to lower costs for Californians and provide direct support to those who need it most. New York is also stepping up, offering inflation payments of up to $500 to qualifying residents. New Mexico has launched a program where couples filing jointly can receive up to $1,000 in rebates. Pennsylvania, meanwhile, has implemented a system that provides rebates between $500 and $1,000 for homeowners and renters with incomes up to $46,520, with eligibility determined by tax returns. It doesn't stop there. States such as Colorado, North Dakota, South Dakota, Georgia, Michigan, and Minnesota are also providing financial relief through various programs targeting low-income families. The approach varies by state. Some use direct payments, others offer credits or rebates tied to utility bills or taxes, and a few provide additional support through welfare programs. While federal stimulus payments are distributed broadly, state-level payments are often more targeted, ensuring that funds reach the individuals and families who need them the most. In total, around 38 states are providing some form of inflation relief or rebate in 2025, each with its own unique program and eligibility rules. For many Americans, this could be a crucial lifeline, especially during times of high inflation and rising living costs. The key takeaway is that while the federal government may provide large stimulus payments, states are not waiting. They are stepping in to provide immediate support where it's needed. This is particularly important for seniors, families on fixed incomes, and low-income households who may be struggling to cover basic expenses. The combination of federal and state payments has the potential to significantly ease financial burdens for millions of Americans, helping them pay bills, buy groceries, and manage unexpected costs. If you want to make sure you don't miss any of these payments, it's essential to stay informed about the programs in your state. Many of these programs have specific deadlines and eligibility requirements, so taking action early can make a big difference. For viewers who want to learn more, there will be dedicated guides and videos covering each state's programs in detail. By subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell, you'll be among the first to know when new information is available. Finally, if you have questions or want to share your experience, leave a comment below. Millions of Americans are about to receive important financial relief, and staying informed is the best way to make sure you get what you're entitled to. Whether it's $600 for an individual, $100 and $200 for a couple, or $2,400 for a family of four, these payments could be a game changer for many households. Don't miss out on your opportunity to benefit from the federal and state programs designed to provide support in 2025.